What's going on, boys? My name is Sid, and last update I talked about how what I believe to be the most hyped summit car in the game returned. It was back. This thing right here, the Magma Edition. Now, 11,000 on PlayStation, 4,000 on PC, 2,100, no, 4,000 on Xbox, no, 2,100 on Xbox, 4,000 on PC. Extra people have the Magma Edition Devo. Like I said, one of the most hyped summit cars in the game. But one thing isn't too hype about this thing is that, well, now it's not very rare at all, and same with any of the summit cars that have been coming back. They've been bringing back the summit cars in order. Now that we're this many updates along, I think that's definitely confirmed, right? When they did the first two in that one update, I was like, are they bringing them back in order? And then they did the third and fourth in the episode 2 for that, and I was like, they're bringing these back in order. And then now we've had the 5th, the 6th, and now these are the 7th and 8th coming back in this update right here, the US Speed Tour next. But one of those summit cars, fun fact, is actually the rarest summit car in the game. And over the next few updates, we're going to be getting the return of the rarest, the second rarest, and the third rarest summit cars in the game. Yes, not this update. The first one, sure, but the second one is the Green Flash Edition. That thing, well, unfortunately, isn't very rare. This thing released, I don't remember when, but it released again a while ago. I think it was also in a top 11,000 summit as well. So most definitely, a lot of people own the Green Flash Edition. Nowhere near a rare car anymore, although it did come out right after the thing we're going to talk about. It's actually the summit after that which brings the second rarest summit car back. Which meaning, update? Is it gonna be an update? I don't know. Whatever happens after this season right here, whether it's an update or I don't know what it's gonna be at this point, because I do still believe strongly that this update that just went, the USB Tour next, oh god, the interior of this thing is cool, is the last update in the Crew 2. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I hope I'm not wrong though, but you know, I stand by that. But this was the next one, so after this one, if they're continuing bringing back all the summit cars, the Edition 1, this golden Bugatti Veyron, will be the next one to, well, it's the second rarest summit car in the game currently, and that's what will be coming back after this. To absolutely, completely skim over it, the Power Track, a summit variation of this bike right here, is the third rarest summit vehicle in the game, unfortunately, but this will be returning, I think, a little bit after the Edition 1. I believe it's the, like, Red Panther, then this thing. Something along those lines. And it's actually one of the only summit cars I don't own. It's one of 3. This, the Rubicon, and the Rift. 3 summit cars I don't own. And finally, I'm going to own this thing in a little while. But you may already know, let's go into what is the rarest summit car in the game. So the logic on this is, what's the oldest summit car to only have released once? Because that's the simplest way to do it. Some summit cars are only, those old summit cars are only owned by 3,000 people on each platform, right? So if they're all owned by exactly the same amount of people, well then, you're just gonna have to go on age, because obviously, naturally, the older it is, the more those players might not be active, that account might be lost, you know. Just naturally, the older the summit car, the rarer it is, because that's the simplest way of doing it. Also, this thing, still so goddamn cool. The last summit car we got, this thing is so sick. It's such a cool looking car. Let me take a quick second just to swoon over this thing. Look how drip it is. Why is this thing so drip? God damn, right. Although originally it was the Ferrari F12 TDF, which just went, that thing came back a while ago. And the new rarest summit car in the game, well, which was the new rarest summit car in the game for a long time now, and will now no longer have that spot after it re-releases, is the Ghost Recon Edition Ford F-150 Raptor. An absolutely mean machine. Let's take it into a race. After we jump through some customization, that is, I've got it on simple. But yes, this thing, absolutely crazy, because it was one of the absolute first, like, Ubisoft on Ubisoft collabs, right? Like, it was one of the first, and also, this is quite cool, because it's that, it's Tux Raptor, but Ghost Recon, I guess. It was one of the absolute first Ubisoft collabs, I believe, and to have a summit car for a collab is so cool. Like, that's why have they not done more of that? I always thought, because, like, the Rabbids, we had the Rabbids a while ago, a very while ago. That could have been, the Z4 could have been a Rabbids edition. There's so many things they could have done that would have been a lot cooler for the summits and whatnot. And you'll actually see, if I go over here, the top 100, it's only got 158 downloads. This thing does come with a really cool livery. That's probably why. But 158 downloads is shockingly low. Shockingly low. For the top livery, that's crazy. Let's put on a bit of a cooler smoke. I've got the whooshing smoke on it right now. We'll just put on, like, this dense drift smoke. We'll keep that nitro on, I guess. And underglow, yeah, sure, we'll stay white. We'll blacked out windows. The chase. That works. Topper. Oh, you can actually put toppers on this thing. That's kind of cool. I wouldn't expect that. Oh, that looks quite nice, actually. I don't believe I'm going to go with it, but it looks nice. Oh, oh, that actually worked. Wait a minute. I'm going to go with that. That works really well, actually. Yeah. Wait, yeah, that's perfect. Sweet. Let's go into a race then. Are you going to be playing the summit to get this vehicle? That's what I want to know. God, it's a big car. It's really American proportions. Yes, are you going to be buying this car when it returns? I believe it was actually one of the better cars in Rally Raid a while ago. Well, I say buying. I didn't mean say buying. Are you going to be playing the summit when this car returns? Because, yeah, it's coming back out. The rarest summit car in the game. We're now going to be chopping through those. This thing. Then the Edition 1, then the Power Track, as well as, especially if they continue. We're going to have to see what happens, because Motorfest is coming out, right? So I don't see them doing anything other than just rerunning summits now, right? Because surely they're not going to be making new summits for the Crew 2 when the Crew 3 is out. So wouldn't it make a lot more sense, Mr. The Crew 2, to start bringing back every summit car in order, as in, like, back-to-back? That would be pretty cool if they did start doing that. Like, bringing back every summit, every single summit was just a summit car, right? And just have them loop. Have every summit car in returning order loop. And back to back. I think that would be the best way of easing down this game and getting people to play the next game instead. Then, well, no summit cars will be rare anymore. And they'll be owned by, God, so many people. But it'll still give people stuff to do, and it'll still give the new players who pick up the Crew 2 later into the game's lifespan, like way later, you know, before it ever gets shut down. It'll let them actually get the summit cars. I think that's a brilliant idea, actually. Let me know. But yes, it's gonna be sad to see this thing go, because I always thought it was never coming back, because they brought back the F12 TDF, because that was the actual rarest summit car in the game before the Ghost Recon. But now it's going to be the Ghost Recon. Now the Ghost Recon is going to be the rarest summit car in the game. That's going to be quite cool. I'm not going to lie to you. Well, no, wait, what am I trying to say here? God, I'm too hungry. I can't think when I'm hungry. I've got food on the way. This thing is now no longer going to be the rarest summit car in the game, but you guys will be able to buy, well, not buy, get a Ubisoft on Ubisoft collab. Let's go into another race. Right, here we go. I thought, why not? We'll go into this alien event. God, the lights look sick. Wait, what? Whoa. This thing looks really cool in the alien event. I forget how cool this car is, man. It feels so beefy and bulky. It's quite sick.
Hello?
Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what I just managed there. God. It was also the first... Oh, yeah. It was the first non-street and hypercar summit car. We got this, then the Power Track a while after that, then a few more touring cars, another Rally Raid car at one point. But no, this thing was the absolute first non-street family summit car, which is quite cool. Also, am I crazy, or did that UFO just like zoom past? Whoa. But yeah, really cool thing. I hope we see more stuff like this, right? Hopefully in the Crew Motorfest, which I guess everything now is just, well, let's wait for the Crew Motorfest. I hope there's some cool stuff like this in that too, you know? I hope they have their own Ghost Recon Ford Raptor type thing, you know? Like, give me the Driver San Francisco car. How easy would it... They added the Driver San Francisco car, the same car from Driver San Francisco, but made it the Riff Edition? Why didn't you make it the Driver Edition, huh? I had to do that myself. Frankly, I had to go into it, and I had to make it the Driver Edition myself. That's embarrassing, frankly. That's absolutely embarrassing. Oh, there go the cows. Just like me, milking a summit car. I don't know. God, I'm making milking jokes on myself. Am I a bad Reddit SidWaj goer? I might as well be, because I'm making bad milking jokes. Let's get this event done, man. And let me show you that cool car, the driver one. Because I'm actually upset about that. Driver, it's so cool. Oh, damn it. Here we go. There we are at the end. And we'll see this thing get abducted. God, that cutscene is so sick, man. Why is that so cool looking? So cool. Such a cool event, man. Such a cool event. The contractor did bring some cool stuff, okay? It did. It frankly did. Next, we're going to see the green flash. I'll be doing a summit video on this thing, by the way, so don't worry about that. I will be doing a video when this car is coming out. Like the summit, I'll play through it. You can watch me play through it. This thing, right? Drive San Francisco was such a cool game, and they have the rights to it. It's Ubisoft, okay? Oh, such a cool game, man. And I had to... it's cool that we have a summit car that I got to make into this, I guess. Oh, that's smoke in the, like, desert like this. Pretty cool, though. The big, like, shooting out smoke. Very cool in the desert like this. But, yeah, you know, it sucks. It sucks. I've even got the retro game nitro on it, because it's a retro game. Sick. Thank you to popular members, especially thanks to famous members, and an insane thank you to star members, Danimal, the Manimal, TK Troller, and Grim Pepper, and an insane, unparalleled thank you to Icon members, Chim Charming, Lewis, Void, and JB74. That's gonna be about it from me, boys. Grab the rarest summit car in the game in a bit.